So here are the little phases of the moon. Let's put this up here now. Okay, so this is in the northern hemisphere, these images. Okay, so here we are here, put a little star here, waning gibbous moon. That's how it looks to you guys just now. Then moving into the full moon, waxing, first quarter, waxing crescent, new moon, waning, and last quarter. Pretty straightforward. But as I said, this is the northern hemisphere image I've used for you guys, okay? And this is the two different ones. All right. So this is the 8 phases. This is how I see it. So waning gibbous, that's what I see the moon like just now. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, that's what you're going to see it like just now. Does that make sense? So we see each other's moons back to front. So the only ones that look the same are the new moon, can't see it. Full moon, can see it all. Any questions about that? Okay. So how does the lunar cycle align with the menstrual cycle? So the new moon, this is the time when we traditionally bled, as I said, when we were aligned with the light and the phases of the moon. The new moon is time for menstruation. It's a quiet time, a time for new beginnings. And I talked yesterday about how it's a really good time to spend time alone if you want to nourish and look after yourself, to reflect, to journal, to rest. That's what the new moon energy is all about. Okay. So if you have new moon energy and you're bleeding at the same time, then you are completely aligned. And that is good. You're going to be all in. Okay. First quarter, this represents the follicular phase in the menstrual cycle. So we're moving towards ovulation. Period's just finished, and we're going to have a big burst of energy at this time. And this is about creating and affirming new intentions for the month ahead. Okay, so we've cleared out the old, we've looked after ourselves, our energy is rejuvenated, our mojo is back, and we're good to go. So this is me next week. Okay. As I said, we're creating and affirming those intentions. What do I want for the month ahead? It's about inspiring change and getting busy with what you actually need for the month ahead. So it's all about big plans, okay? Setting goals, setting your intentions for the month ahead. Big burst of energy. You're going to find, so next week I'll have a dynamic yoga practice and I'll see my personal trainer and I'll be doing weights and I'll be running about. I'll be doing everything next week, okay? Then we move into the full moon, which is our optimal time, ovulation. This is when we're most fertile and we tend to have tons and tons of energy. It's a good time for sexual activity, obviously, because we're at our most fertile, but also we may be feeling more sensual at this time as well. Okay. Great time to plan a party, to socialize, to teach, to connect with people, to build your networks as well. And, you know, you're building momentum and you're continuing and building those goals for the rest of the month as well. Now, after those huge energy peaks of the follicular phase and then the ovulation, the peak time of the month, we then start to slow down a bit again. Our energy levels start to drop as we move into the luteal phase. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. This is often when people experience PMT, okay? And it's a good time for just tying up any loose ends, anything, conversations you meant to have with people that you haven't, things you haven't dealt with from the month before, you know, just finalizing projects that you started in that first quarter. And it's a good time again to reflect and feel gratitude for the past month, the past cycle, everything that's happened, and evaluate, you know, what went well, what didn't go well, and journaling how you can improve. Okay, so really thinking about, you know, did I make the most of the full moon? Did I do everything I could do in that high energy time? Did I respect my menstrual cycle? Did I allow myself to rest? Or was I really not taking it easy enough and it affected my high energy times by meaning that I didn't have as much energy at that time when I know that I usually would? So just being aware.